just quick startup webinar on connecting to the MySQL database from MySQL Workbench. So we're going to go over logging into the lab client virtual machine. Next, we will set up the database connection in MySQL Workbench, and then we will run a MySQL script that will populate tables in the database. So let's go ahead and get lab client started, and then go ahead and enter your password. So you can click in this text field, and then if you look to the right, you should see this Windows credentials heading, and you see your username and your password. So everyone's username and password is the same. So you can go ahead and type the password provided, or you can just go ahead and click on this text, which is a link actually. Go ahead and click on that. You see that the text gets typed in for you. So go ahead and hit enter, and then this will log you into the virtual machine. So what we're going to do next is set up the database connection from MySQL Workbench. So let's go ahead and double click on this dolphin icon, and that will launch MySQL Workbench. So you can see your welcome menu. So from here is where we will start setting up the database connection. So go ahead and click on this plus icon, and then you will see this setup new connection window or dialog box. So let's go ahead and provide some information. So the first thing we are going to do is provide the name for a connection. So you can call this whatever you want, but I am going to call mine C195 connection. Next, we will provide a host name for our connection. So the name of the host is localhost. So this is where the database will reside, or the location, more or less, of the database. And then what we will do is provide our username. So if you look to the right under database connection string, you'll see your username. So again, all these are the same for everyone. So go ahead and highlight the username that's there, and you can type out the username, but I'm just going to use a shortcut method by clicking on this user, and then you can see that it gets typed in for me. So go ahead and click on the test connection button, and you should see a message stating that the connection was successful. Go ahead and click OK. Click OK again, and you should see this thumbnail that provides a shortcut to your connection. Okay, so let's go and click on this thumbnail, and you will see that it takes you into MySQL Workbench, or to the interface. So if you are met with a dialog box that asks you to enter a password, just enter the password underneath this database connection string heading. So it's the same password that you have here for your Windows credentials. All right, so if you look to the left under this schemas tab, you're going to see your database called client_schedule. And you can see it's the name of the database here as well. So go ahead and click on this triangle icon to expand it. And you're going to see you have this tables option. So go ahead and click on the triangle there to expand it. And you're going to see all the tables for your C195 database. Okay, so this is for version 4 of C195, the QAM1 for C195. But arrangements should have been made to provide scripts to you by your instructor to have this populated with tables for prior versions of C195. Okay, so what we're going to do next is run a script that will get these tables populated. So if you go ahead, for instance, place your mouse over one of these tables, like say the contacts table, you should see this icon at the right, and it's called the select button. So when you go ahead and click on that, you can see that there isn't anything in that table. So this script has been provided. The script that you're going to use is going to populate these tables with some startup data, or startup records, excuse me. Okay, so where do we get that script? So when you go to your C195 courses study page, right here, just click on the announcements and click on this view all link. And then when you scroll down a little bit, you should see a link to that database. Let me just enter that. I think it's in course tips. Do this again. Okay, all right, found it. Just was a little hard to read. So over here, you should see this. This is a script link. You go ahead and click on that. You're gonna see that it takes you to this page. So here's the script. So go ahead and select everything. Quick shortcut for that is Control A. Go ahead and copy that. And then let's go back to the virtual machine. Okay. And then you can go ahead and paste the script in here. So this is just a query tab. All right. So if you don't see one of these, you can just go to File and then New Query tab, and then you can see another one that's put there for you. Okay. So I'm just going to close that. So go ahead and paste your script in there. And then let's scroll up to the top. So we're just going to make a quick edit here. So we need to specify the database that we want all these statements to apply to. So right here on line 11, go ahead and hit enter. And then let's go ahead and type the use statement keyword. And then let's go put in the name of our database, which is client schedule. So again, I'll just click on client schedule here. So it gets typed in for me. And then type a semicolon. All right. And let's go ahead and click on the execute button right here, the first lightning bolt. And then let's just wait for everything to get done. So it looks like everything is completed. So the script executed. Okay. So now you can go and start selecting records from these tables. So I'm going to go back to this contacts table, and you can see that we have some records in the table. And the same for the countries table, first level divisions table, and the users table. Okay. There might be some startup data for appointments and customers. Okay. So that is how to get the script running here, and now you have some startup data for your project. All right, so that is it for this quick start guide webinar. If you have any questions, please send us an email